Is anybody else tired of the Minions? Yeah? Me too. So Despicable Me 4 is the 4th installment into the main film series, and I believe it is the 6th installment into the entire Despicable Me franchise. The film is directed by Chris Renault and Patrick Delich, and it stars Steve Carell, Kristen Wiig, Joey King, and Will Ferrell. Gru welcomes a new member to the family, Gru Jr., who's intent on tormenting his dad. However, their peaceful existence soon comes crashing down when criminal mastermind Maxime Lamal, I think that's how you pronounce it, escapes from prison and vows revenge against Gru. I think it is crazy how this franchise has been around since I was in middle school. And here we are in 2024 and I just don't care about it anymore. I feel like Despicable Me was cool when it first came out, but now it just feels like it's overstaying its welcome. But then again, Despicable Me is one of Universal's biggest cash cows, so they are not gonna let that bad boy die. And even though I don't really care about this franchise, in particular this 4th installment, there are a few good things that I do want to point out. Out of all of the movies in this franchise, this film has the best animation. It is smooth, it is clean, it doesn't look clunky anywhere, and I can tell the money this company made from the Super Mario Bros. Movie, they put it into here. At this point, the only thing I care about Illumination doing is giving us the sequel to the Mario Bros. Movie. I really am looking forward to that sequel. But the animation here is great. It's better than all the installments in this franchise, and I have no complaints with the animation at all. Props to the team. I know people love this franchise for the Minions because they are just, they're adorable, but also psychotic. But one thing I feel like no one really talks about is Steve Carell's performance as Gru. To this very day, I still believe that the casting of Steve Carell as Gru is some of the best casting in voice acting history. There is nothing more beautiful than when you can tell someone is having fun with their voice acting lines. And Steve Carell delivers every time when it comes to Gru. There has gotta be an interview where Steve Carell is addressing how he came up with the voice for Gru. I need to see that immediately. And the humor in this movie is okay, nothing really special. If you love slapstick humor with the Minions, you'll love this one. As for me, I enjoyed it. Until I didn't. Out of all of the installments, I think this movie is by far the weakest installment. This movie just had cash grab written all over it. Here's the messed up part. It's a cash grab, but it's a guaranteed cash grab. Based off of the box office numbers, people love this franchise. And I will never hate anyone for loving something that I don't like. This story was pretty mediocre. I feel like shit was happening on screen just for the sake of it. I'll say this though, on paper, it probably looked good, but in execution, nah. The villain in this movie sucked. I'm sorry, he did. Now, I can tell Will Ferrell had a fun time reading his lines, which is awesome, but as far as the villain and his entire structure, he was pretty basic and generic, I'm not gonna lie. Now look, I understand this is a children's movie, but still, the villain in this movie sucked. He literally sucked. Dude, his motives were so childish that I don't even think a grown man in real life would be that petty. And this movie had the audacity to deliver this half-ass heartfelt moment near the end. I'm going to get into some spoiler territory, so spoiler alert, you have been warned. So our main villain has a weapon that can turn humans into these cockroach-like monsters. And near the very end of the film, the bad guy does that to Gru Jr. So after Maxim turns Gru Jr. into this cockroach baby monster, he is fighting Gru. And just when it seems like he's about to kill Gru, he has Gru on the edge of this platform where Gru is literally hanging by a thread. Gru looks at his son and tries to tell him, "Hey son, Papa loves you. Please save me. Ha ha ha." Not those words exactly, but somewhere along that line. And as Gru is getting into Gru Jr.'s head, Gru Jr., I guess, just snaps out of it and just starts fighting Maxime. And then Gru jumps in to help defeat Maxime. Here is the problem with that. Gru, this man turned your son into a cockroach-like monster. Your son is flying. He has wings. He has antennas. Is there an antidote for that? Will he go back to normal? And then I guess Gru Jr. is fine. I guess he no longer has those cockroach-like powers. So it's how did he revert back to normal? Because I don't think that's how diseases work? I don't think you can tell someone, hey, I love you, and then boom, the disease is gone. That is kind of lazy writing. Let's not forget, this little boy has been mean mugging Gru the entire movie, and now all of a sudden he had a change of heart? Yeah, no, I'm not buying that. But in the end, y'all, I was not a fan of this movie. This one was not for me. Children and families are definitely going to love this movie, but me, as a grown man who went by himself, nah. So, plugging Despicable Me 4. Into the rank system, I am placing this one into the negative zone. Yeah, I'm a hater. But yeah, y'all, that is pretty much my review for Despicable Me 4. Let me know down in the comment section below what you guys thought about the film. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What is your favorite installment in this franchise? Whatever you thought, let me know down in the comment section below. And as always, guys, leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you all in the next one.